Alright, we're gonna fucking be serious here. We're not even gonna say what's going on, guys. It's me because I just said that. But, you know what we're going to be fucking for real about? It's the fact that I failed. If you're wondering where the vlog is from Thursday, that was on my GoPro. I don't really know what happened. It took like 2.5, almost 3 hours to transfer everything from my GoPro to the computer, which kind of sounds like a long time, but really it's like, it's recording in 1080, so it... What the fuck is my car doing? It keeps clicking in the front, and I have no idea why it clicks. Hopefully my airbag isn't just like gonna go off one day or something, but... Yeah, so, about that vlog. No, so I transferred everything over. It took like 2 or 3 hours, like I was saying, 2.5, almost 3 hours. And then, it finished. And I was just like, and I came here, and on Friday I recorded a video, I posted it, and I told you guys, hey, I failed. Had a really shitty day, which, I mean, Friday wasn't a whole lot better, to be completely honest. It was payday, and obviously the weekend was coming, so the day was a little better, but dealing with people I work with and other stuff like that, it was still a bit on the stressful side of things. And so Friday still didn't end up at that time. It was still not a good day. Now, when I got off work, a lot of things changed, so that was cool. But Friday after work, when things start to change, I done sat myself down after work to relax. I got my laptop out, sat on my lap, opened up the folder with all my GoPro videos in it, and for some whatever reason, when that 3-hour process was happening, it somewhere glitched itself out. I don't know if the wire, wiggled and disconnected itself, because fucking GoPro wire is only like this fucking big, because GoPro never thought about that for whatever fucking reason. And it screwed up the files. So 2 things got uploaded normally that were big files, and everything after that was all screwed up. Which in normal cases wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't for the fact of when I fucking moved them off the first time, I deleted them off of my GoPro, so I don't have any footage. So I failed. Really bad fail. I don't even have the vlog to post for you anymore because it's just gone. So that's fucking sucks. And I'm sorry I keep cussing. That's the 3rd time I've cussed now. I'm going to try to start watching myself. I don't want to cuss all the time. So, yes. So I failed on that. But, like I said, I apologize. I will do it one day as soon as I figure out why everything hates me all the time. Now, apologize for meeting, but I'm running out of time. I want to make this because I thought about this over the weekend, mainly yesterday. And kind of talked about this before a little bit, but it's one of those funny conversations about dentures and not so much 100% factful. So you remember this. But I was having this thought that I remember on Castaway. If you guys have seen the movie with Tom Hanks about him getting stranded on an island. If you haven't, I will give you a very short synopsis. Dude works for UPS. Airplane crashes in the middle of the ocean. He washes up on the island. He lives there for I think it was 5 years. 5 or more years. I can't remember exactly the number of years, but he lives there for a while. Then he decides to leave the island on a raft. Floats his way until somebody finds him, and then he's rescued, blah, blah, blah. That's the point of Castaway. He was cast away, and then he comes back, and his whole life's completely different, and blah, blah, blah. And his wife had already, moved on. She has kids with somebody else, and there's whole synopsis. Bang, right there. Done. Movie. done. If you haven't seen it, I suggest going and seeing it still because it's a great movie. And I'm also kind of surprised that you haven't seen it if you haven't, because it's a really good movie and kind of odd people wouldn't see that. But anyways, there's a point in the movie, and I apologize, Dentures are stuck, but point in the movie where he's got such bad cavity in his mouth that he ends up taking a skate, like a ice rink skate they found inside one of the boxes washed up on shore from the UPS plane, and he sticks it under his tooth, like where the pit is, and takes a rock and just into it, so it pops that tooth out because he doesn't obviously have dental there, and it was hurting so bad he couldn't eat. Which I know this pain that he was going through fakingly for the movie all too well in real life. I can't tell you the amount of teeth that were so horribly bad in my mouth that I couldn't even barely chew on the opposite side, let alone even attempt to put something on that side, because of how bad it would hurt and kill me, and it would make me cry. I will admit that a grown man would cry because his teeth would hurt, because they hurt me that bad. And there were times that I sat there with my fist and would just be like, oh, and just punch myself as hard as I could, which I know sounds stupid, so don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to justify this as being a smart idea, because this is a very dumb idea. But I used to just punch myself over and over and over in the same spot. Not all the time, so don't think I'm like some crazy guy, but I mean, there was moments, and maybe 2-3 moments from tops out of the whole fucking 4 years I had shit teeth. There were 2 or 3 times that I would just punch myself really hard in the same spot, right where my tooth hurt, just hoping that sooner or later I just pop and it just break right out, and then I wouldn't have to. Now, obviously, it hurts 1,000 times worse when you break them out. I broke them out accidentally and found out it hurts really bad, because then that nerve's exposed, and that's even worse than having something pressing against that nerve. Now I don't have nerves in my mouth because of dentures, so it doesn't bother me anymore, but back then especially. So he pops that rock out, pops that fucking tooth out, passes out instantaneously because the pain is so great that his body's like, and then he's just, he's done. Which is understandable, like I said. And like I said, I've also drove myself to try to knock it out myself because I've been so crazed by pain. So if all that comes back into full circle, say it's a movie about a dude who crashes a UPS plane, but he's got dentures. Or any survival situation. Zombies. Anything. This is the only two I got. Castaway or zombies. It's you either lost on an island or you got fucking zombies trying to eat your brains. That's pretty much the only two I can think of. Unless it's a governmental collapse, in which case it's not like everybody's just going to die. So it's not really much of a survival situation, you get what I'm saying? It is, but it isn't. But, I'd never have that issue. There would never be something that I couldn't eat because I don't have teeth to hurt. So, why everybody else is in the zombie apocalypse and they're killing zombies, trying to stay alive in the world, they're going, oh, my mouth hurts because I don't take care of my teeth because there aren't teeth brushes in the zombie apocalypse. And I imagine that the stuff you're eating is probably not the most healthiest because you have to kind of just eat what you can get. So that being the case, people would be complaining about their mouths all the time. My mouth hurts. And people wouldn't have that dental ability, so they would have to go to extremes to get teeth out and stuff. And I'd be like, oh my god, guys, my mouth, it hurts so bad. And they're like, really? I'd be like, nah, I'm just joking. I just pull my teeth out and then, scrape off whatever's on the bottom that's possibly hurting. And put them back in and start, and start chewing again. It ain't no biggie to me. So us people with dentures, we're the ones that are going to survive the zombie apocalypse and on Castaway. We're all just going to be put on the island together with people with dentures. We're just all going to group up and we're going to become our own castaway group called the Denture Away People. Yeah, Denture Away People. Because that's totally a rad name. I will survive! So next time somebody says, does it bother you that you have dentures? Or, oh God, it's gotta be so weird having dentures. You say, nah, dude, because if it's a zombie apocalypse or we're stuck on Castaway, I'm gonna live and you're gonna die. Because my teeth don't hurt and yours do. That's life. We, as a people, the denture away people of the United States have now come to the conclusion that we are better off as a group. And we will fight for the right to have dentures in survival situations. They need to start putting people with dentures in movies and government. And I mean, obviously, there are probably all kinds of people in movies and government that have dentures, and you just don't fucking know. Not everybody is open about it as I am, so yeah. Hey, before I leave, real quick here, if you want to see what it's like outside, if my phone will focus on something besides myself. It is kind of nice out, you know, Ohio. Ohio sucks 95% of the time, and today it's kind of nice and sunny until I get off work, and then it's going to start raining because it's supposed to rain today, and it's Ohio, and it always likes to be nice when everybody's working, and then the moment that you get off work, it's like, oh, right, we're going to have shit weather today, that's right, and just nasty. And evidently, forecast says that next Sunday we're supposed to have snow again. 50s and 60 degree weather and sun and rain for 2 weeks and then snow again. God, I hate this state. Well, hey guys, hope you liked this video. A like would be much appreciated if you did. On top of that, remind your friends to join me or us in our quest to be the biggest denture away group ever. Yeah. If you never watched this video or my videos before, you should subscribe because then you can keep up with more videos, huh? Huh? That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah. So, now that I've talked out loud for a really long time now, and everybody at my work with their windows open probably think I'm crazy, I'm gonna go. So I'll see you tomorrow. And if you have a good day, a good night, good evening, morning, whatever time you're watching this, if you enjoy it, then I will be effing happy. See, I tried to hold back the cussing, I did it. My weekend was good, though, if you're wondering. I'll explain my weekend tomorrow, since I had something important to talk about today, which wasn't important, but I did it anyways. It's 13 minutes. 3, 2, 1, peace!